From where we come from, we know that police are there to get the bad people, right? Now, the fact that you are a woman, no, I don't need notes, my brother, thank you so much. The fact that you are a woman and you've been placed in a position of authority, what does that say? You see, the problem is that us as women don't want to acknowledge the power we have. Mamelan, I can sumen bo mam. I can sumen. Take your right hand and place it on your womb. Now I want you to do that because you are carrying power. You are carrying power right there. Because you are the only living species that can bleed for 5 days but never die. You are the only living species that can receive a seed and it stays and grows within you for 9 months. Then you are able to push. So the problem is that we don't know the power that we have. A man needs you for procreation. A man needs you to enlarge the country. But what do? We take our womb power and we use it for nonsense. We use our womb power for nonsense. Because we say things and they happen in a bad way. Because God trusted us that much to give us that power within ourselves. The fact that you can take a seed and it germinates within you and it grows and it becomes bones, guys, bones, nails, hair in you. Men don't have that power to do that. When you receive it, you store it, it germinates, and then everything else grows. And when you push, it's bones. Mamelan, bones, itambo. That should show you, you are birthed for such a time as this, that nothing should move you. You should fear nothing. You should be able to stand your ground because there is no alive species that can push out living bones. Dry bones rise up from your womb, from your belly, but you do not see the power you have. Let's normalize telling each other that no, I am not going to be part of the nonsense you are doing. Instead, because we buy friendships, you will conform. You will conform.
I hear that one.
You know very well what my sister is doing is it doesn't see. But because of conformity, you choose to keep quiet and go along with the show. You know what happens when you do that as a woman? You are the one that is killing the generation yet unborn because you have the womb. The seed of the parents will fall on the generations unborn. They're talking about that. It means when you give birth to poison. Because you can still keep it indoor and go around speaking ceiling. Let's normalize speaking about truth. Let's normalize when a woman says this man did this to me. Let's rather keep quiet than for us to speak nonsense. Because we are the very first ones to say, why talk now? Why has a kunma manje 10 years later? Ubethuleleni sonke lesikhathi. Hayi uyena bekamfuna. Uze wathatha nevideo, wathatha nerecording kana ikhipha manje dot. No, it doesn't make sense. You receive it, it grows, you back it, then you are the very one to speak nonsense. It doesn't make sense. I've been attacked by women. I've been vilified by women. Some women were saying, some of them were saying, no, Sister Smith is very famous because she slept with all the pastors in the world. Wow. And then who is speaking? Mamelan, according to the Bible of Saps, it's not about what people say, but it's about who said it. It's not about what people say, but who. And the who, most of the time, women. Women. Let's say I'm get to wedges. Let's face it, right now, I'm a mother to two beautiful kids. Well, handsome and beautiful because it's a boy and a girl. And I say to my kids, your mother is fearless, so shall you be. That's right. Because I will not allow the streets to speak into my children's lives. I say to my children, your mother, she's fearless, so shall you be. Your mother is kind-hearted, so shall you be. Because the problem is that you do not see the tears that Saps behind the scenes. But when Saps comes, you think she's such a brave woman. Yes, I'm brave. Because I've been through it. And I'm brave enough because I own my narrative. How many of you are sitting here with issues and stories of being abused, but you're too afraid to talk? But you are the very woman who's I always say to people, according to the Bible of Saps, if somebody says somebody did this to me, I'd rather keep quiet until it's verified, then I can speak. Unlike woe unto you, one day is I had a conversation 2 days ago with the pastor. He says, if foundation is like this pastor, but you see the problem is that you like listening to respond and not listen to understand. There's a difference. People can listen to respond, but they don't listen to understand. I said it. Kwanele foundation, umbrellas, Kwanele mfundis. Why? Saps was victimized, abused holistically by the religious sect. Do I hate the church? No. Do I hate pastors? No. Am I against the church? No. What am I standing for? I am saying, this happened to me in 16. 20 years later, I'm speaking. I am 36 years old. And I'm saying, how many other species are out there who have been through or are going through what I went through, but they are too afraid to talk? And I am saying, we are giving you a platform to speak. Let your voice be heard. So does that mean we expose pastors? No. What do? We bring forth restoration and rehabilitation. How do we do that? We are blessed to have the legal fraternity. Some people will come with us to us with cases. There are so many times, Captain Moecha, where we speak at night. Mr. Captain, there's another case. Because there are women who are police women who are in authority that have time to listen to Saps. Abanya will say, "Hi, it's not my jurisdiction. Hi, Angwasi. Hi, no." And what happens? We verify cases. When cases are verified, we will never stand in the place of the law. We allow the law to continue. But what do? We offer psychological intervention. So counseling is brought to the perpetrator and the victims holistically. The only time you'll see Saps publicly talking, I talk of what I stand for and I believe in. Full stop. No. But yes, and I'll speak because the case number now it's verified, and it's nonsense and it must stop. Does that mean I'm exposing him? No. That's the problem. You see to respond instead of understanding. We have cases of widows, young widows. You women. You see our sisters-in-law. Who's shame? Sister-in-law, because most of the time, thank you very much. We inherit sister-in-law, most of them by king. life, abashadile self, or if bashadile, they are living in horrible marriages, and then they want to come and control my marriage because they are frustrated. Women. So are you saying to me, because Spacey was disinherited of everything when her husband died and she was left in the street, when another woman comes saying, I'm going through the same, I must turn a blind eye? No. General. Maskala government, maskala SAPS. 99.9% of the time. You know you groan like that when you're in pain. You groan more constipated. You're trying to take this thing out, but I pull, you're constipated. That is how SAPS is treating Kwanele Foundation. See, on our stats. It's another story. I know right now I'm the most unwanted, unfavorable person in Johannesburg, South Africa. I've received death threats. I've received so many threats that Jesus knows of. I would phone Captain Boy and say, oh, now they want me dead, now this, now that. But why? It's because never in the history of Johannesburg, South Africa, has somebody been bold enough to speak about gender-based violence within the church. We always speak about it on smoke screen. I am just here to say today, as police women, because I believe I'm speaking to women who work within the SAPS, let's normalize when people come to your police stations and report cases. Let us not make it crazy. Abanye benu kuzofika umama ogcolile ongasile mhlawumbe udakiwe yebo angena athi baqeda ukungidlwengula la ikhoneni wena uzothini hayi mama yazi udakiwe hey Captain Man awungithathele mama yona leselini for 1 hour. Why don't we make time, yes, even in a drunken stupor, make her comfortable enough to hear what she wants to say? We've got young girls, yes, they're slay queens, the longest nails, the longest whatever. When they come to your police stations to say, my boyfriend will rape you are the very ones as police women to say, but what do you expect us to rape her also? You are the very ones to say, Mushebe, hold on, Captain Mamman So then you ask yourself why women fear to come to the South African Police Service. Somebody said to me, Sika, why are people coming to Kwanele Foundation and not the law? I said, because the law has failed them. You are the very police women, when cases are issued, a woman comes open a case and issue a case. Magatia Puma, the perpetrator comes in, cold drink. Or the next thing you start dating her perpetrator. No, I'm not speaking in me. It's things I've been exposed to as Kwanele Foundation has been birthed. What's that you happen? The case, police station. Next thing, perpetrator will say, case. We're sitting with cases in our office where we are currently investigating what happened to these cases. Why were they opened, but they never saw the sun? What happened? Woe unto you if you took a cold drink and a bribe for that case. Because the Kwanele Foundation is here and we are just going to expose that. It is not fashionable. That is why I say to people, if you are doing something wrong, stop it. Stop it. If you are a police officer, if we poise, go to your superior and say, please, I need rehabilitation, take time off. Go sort yourself out so that the psychologist can find out what is the root cause. Why would you take a machocho? Because you'll find maybe you are living in severe poverty, but nothing so for you to maintain your lifestyle, if you are a policewoman and your issue is not taking cases seriously, I implore you today as a policewoman to say, go to your superior and ask for time off. Book yourself into a psychiatric hospital. You need help. I'm being serious. You need help. Because the next thing, when we start getting feedbacks about cases that were opened and nothing happened to them, and when we publicly talk about them, you very policewoman is also on to see it. No, I'm destroy you. Your root foundation is wrong. So take time off, leave. You are not okay. How long will men, women, and children continue to suffer at the hands of police who are not doing their correct jobs because of a machocho and whatever favors? For how long? To the law, what must we do? Black child, you're on your own. What must we do? Yes, you may wear the police uniform, but within that woman, you are a girl. You are a sister. You are a mother. You are someone's wife. But to the speed is when someone else's mother comes or someone else's child comes to report a case, we are ones who go through this. No, I'm giving more love. I want us to make a commitment as women. I may not be a policewoman, but we need to make commitments to say it stops today. We need to normalize the culture of when people like Sitha and foundations come to you and say, we are the voice to the voiceless. We've had experiences of my poisa and just plaza. No, Sitha, we are working with you. Yeah, comrade, nice job, nice job. When Sitha is gone, hey, Captain Mama, unka case, ready? So I want to say thank you for Captain Mahoa. Thank you to the SAPS here. General, thank you for inviting us here. Because as Kwanele Foundation, we sit with cases and we don't know what to do with them at times. We are grateful for this platform because you guys are police. I mustn't feel unsafe because hey, you see. I must be able to say, no, I know this captain, this sergeant, this what. So that must phone us into Kwanele Foundation. Action happens, we run. Not just for Kwanele Foundation, where you start making sure that cases are followed up till the end. For everybody holistically within the community. And it starts with us. In King Anguti, you don't know pain. You've never experienced pain at a close proximity. So it's easy for you to go and we say no justice, no peace. And we will not turn a blind eye, not in our lifetime, and definitely not in our name. We need to be real. Police women, this is a challenge to you. It's not fashionable to wear the badge, to wear the uniform. We poisa, the country trusts you, and you are happy because when totally Georgia and every day. The bloods, the voices of all the GBV victims that have come through you is in your hands. Because as a policewoman, you have failed us. You have failed us. So as you're celebrating this Police Mother's Day or this police event, take today, Uguti, something must change. Something must change. We can't always eat strawberries and ice cream. Sometimes we have to eat the fire itself and say, yes, I'm trying to but from now on, I'm stopping that. I'm doing the right thing. How honorable is that? Enough is enough. No justice, no peace.